Welcome to the project demonstration of IoT irrigation system. So in this project we are going to monitor the sensor parameters like soil moisture level as well as humidity temperature from DHT11. These three parameters continuously monitoring through the blink cap. So this can be accessed from anywhere in the world, and these three parameters continuously monitor. And if you want to control the motor, so just by touching on this button we can on and off the DC water pump, which is driven from the 9-volt battery. So here we have interfaced all the input and output modules to the node MCU. So coming to the interfacing connections, so we have interfaced DHT11 humidity temperature at D3 pin, and soil moisture sensor at A0 pin, and D2 is for the relay board. So next, so we have provided the power supply from this adapter, so which will take 230 volts input and provides the 5 volts constant power supply. That is main power source to our node MCU. Once it gets the power supply, then it start reading input from the DHT11 and soil moisture sensor, and it will control the DC water pump, which is powered by 9-volt battery, whenever it receives the command from the blink cap. So here the DC motor controlling will be done by electromagnetic relay, which is operated at 5 volts. And here we are using the breadboard just in order to distribute the 5 volts power supply throughout these modules like relay, DHT11 and soil moisture sensor. So coming to this relay board, there will be one transistor. So here the flow is the node MCU will get the input from this blink cap. Once you get the on command, then it will on the transistor. A transistor will on the relay will switch on the DC motor. So this is the flow of motor switching on and off. And this is, as we explained, parallelly we are going to distribute in the 5 volts power supply, which is getting received from our node MCU board. So from here we are providing 5 volts power supply to this, and parallelly we are distributing that to soil moisture sensor, DHT11 as well as to the relay. So before execution of the project, we need to install a blink application in your mobile phone and log into the blink app from the given credentials, and now go to settings of hotspot and enable the hotspot in your phone. Right. So change the hotspot name to project 4817. All are small letters without any space, and a password should be 123456789, and then on the hotspot as well as data. This is very important. So and then after log into the blink application, as we see that there is a red icon, so which is indicated a device is offline. And after connecting that the main power source, then the system will right. So now just you can connect the battery. Wait for it has to connect to the Wi-Fi. After connection made, this will turning into the, you can restart this by pressing on the switch. So one more setting in your mobile phone is we should keep the AP band for 2.4 GHz instead of 5 GHz. So then only the system can identify your mobile phone, and it will connect to your mobile phone through the hotspots. So now right, we can see that one device is got connected. And now go to the blink app and log into that. Now we can see there is no red mark on the icon, so it's showing like the device is online. So the moisture level is increased, and then actually you should connect the battery also. And now there's no water level, and then I'm switching on the motor. Right, and whenever the moisture level is reaches, then send a command to switch off the motor. Right, so parallelly we can get the temperature and humidity values continuously streaming to the blink app. So this can be accessed from anywhere in the world. Just we need to install this blink app and log into the particular blink app with the given credentials. And then one more main important point is hotspot settings. As we discussed initially, like project 4817 without any capital letters and without any space, and password 129, and AP band is going to be the 2.4 GHz.